All right. Hey, everybody. I wanted to take a few minutes to share what I have been working on and give you a little update on why I haven't made any more 50,000 spin test videos. So, the gist of it is those videos take a long time to make because for each one, I have to make a custom uh, testing spreadsheet, which, depending on how complex the strategy is, can take a long time. And so, I don't want to get burnt out doing that, but I do plan to do them occasionally, just not super frequently. But for now, I just wanted to kind of share something that I've been working on recently that's not really complete yet. But I just want to show you the idea that I'm working with because I think some of you might find it interesting. Now, if you're not into the math and the nitty gritty of the game, you're probably going to find this video boring. But if not, stay tuned. So, what you can see in front of you here is 1,000 spins, and this is the outcome of all the even chance bets plotted against the expected value. So what does that mean? So we all know the house has an edge, and this is assuming a 1-0 European wheel. So we all know the house has a slight edge. In this case, it's about 1.35% per spin you're expected to lose. So this straight line here is that expected value. So it's the expected loss of every spin, right? And you can kind of see how each EC sort of trends in that same direction. And if you took this is only 1,000 spins, but if you took this out long enough, eventually they'd all converge onto this expected value. But generally, in the short term, you'll have a few, as you can see here, you got what's it, high and low, pretty much ride the expected value the whole way down. But then you're going to have a couple that are, in the short run, you're going to have a couple that are outperforming and a few that are underperforming. Which in this case here, you can see even and looks like black overperformed the expected value, and odd and red underperformed. So when it comes to creating a system to play, you got two parts, right? You've got bet selection and progression. Today, I'm only going to talk about bet selection. Looking at this, sort of in my mind, the holy grail is to come up with a way to identify what's trending. Which, if you're going to play even chance in this case, come up with a way to identify which of them are trending so that so that you've got the best bet selection. But to do that is quite difficult. Um, but I had an idea to use the same plot, but plot the inverse of the expected value and see if that's a decent way, or if I could come up with a decent way to define the trend around that. So I'm gonna scroll down. So this is the same exact data, these spins. By the way, these right here, these are just the outcomes. So 20 is a black, high, and even, for example. This is the same data and spins, but instead of the expected value, I've got the inverse of the expected value plotted here. Idea being, hey, if one or more of the ECs is keeping up with this inverse expected value, it's outperforming, or AKA trending, quite well. And then all I've got to do is develop some rules around that to make my bet selection. And as you can see on these 1,000 spins, this light blue here is red. The red up and through spin, let's call it 680, trended really strong. So you could have just flat betted it that entire time with no progression. And you likely would have done decent. Now, if you instituted progression, you would have done quite well. So that's the baseline idea that I've been working with to come up with a bet selection. So real quick, I'm just gonna play a quick session um, and kind of demonstrate how my current idea is performing and some real action. So give me 1 second to set that up. Okay, so I've got it set up with my little player assist here. I'm not going to go into all the detail about how I'm currently defining the trend. It's pretty basic, but I don't really quite have it honed in yet, so I just don't want to share. But basically, the idea that I just explained is what's powering the bet selection here. As far as progression, I'm simply going to do up one, down one because I don't know, that just seems simple and it's worked quite well on the testing I've done so far. All right, so I've already got the previous 12 spins already in here. The way I've got it set up, it takes takes 12 spins to give me the first suggested bet. So remember here I'm at 86.75 to start. I'll see how quickly I can get 10 units. So we'll go for 96.75. I'm just gonna use 100 chips because of well, I'll use 10 $10 chips. So we'll look for 87.75. That'd be 10 units. So we're gonna start black, 10 on black. Okay, that's a hit. Still on black. Obviously, black's trending pretty strong here, so that's gonna help. Okay. Exciting if black just streaks. Okay, so 30, so that was a miss. But we're still in black, so I'm gonna go up one. Okay, that's a hit. One up, one down one, so I'm gonna go back down to 1 unit. All right, that's a miss. Still on black, up one. That's a miss. And now it's switched me over to playing odd. So I'm at 2 units here, so I'm gonna go up one to 3 on odd. Okay, that's a hit. Still on odd, but I gotta go down one to 2 units. It's a miss. Still on odd, up one, 3 units. It's a hit. Okay, down to 2 units, still on odd. Well, that's gonna be a miss. Still on odd, up to 3 units. Another miss. Okay, now we switched over to high, as you can see here. All right, so we're gonna be on 4 units because that was a miss. All right, that's a hit. Okay, let's pop this down to 3. We're still on high. It's a miss. 4. Miss. 5. Okay, we got a hit there. Back down to 4. Another hit. Okay, we're still on high, so back down to 3. That one we missed. Now it's flipping us back over to odd. We missed. We're gonna go up from 3 to 4. Missed again. On odd up to 5. That was a hit. Down to 4. Okay, we're flipping us back over to 5. Or excuse me, high. That was a miss, so we're going to 5 units. Okay, giving us a little bit of a challenge here. That's okay. Back over to odd for 6 units. Okay, that was another miss. Still on odd for 7. Okay, we got that one. Down to 6. Over to high, up to 7 units. That's a miss. Up to 8 units. Another miss. 9 units. 10 units. This is giving us quite the challenge. All right, now we're going up to 11 units, but we're going over to black. Okay. Back to 10. Down to 9. Down to 8. Nice, another black run going here. It's helping us out. Down to 7. Okay, down to 6. We're almost there. One more win and we'll be at the 10 units. Down to 5 units here. Of course, we didn't get that. 14. 6. Okay, back to 7. 8. 6. Okay, so that's actually 11 units. So we'll stop there. I'm gonna prepare the data so we can look at this section, this session we just did, which was about 40 some spins on some charts. Give me 1 second. We'll pause the video. Okay, I tried to keep this video under 10 minutes, but that session was a little bit more challenging than typical. But that's okay. Um, this is the this is the chart of that 40, looks like 44 spin session we just played. As you can see, we had a little chop right here. There, let's see, it looks like black odd and high were kind of competing for who wanted to really trend. But as we saw through that play, through the through the play we just did, black kind of took over, and we were able to get the 10 units relatively quickly. Although usually it's quicker than that. Okay, so that's all I really wanted to share today. Just wanted to give you a little insight on what I'm kind of working on, and in case it interests any of the other math and roulette nerds out there. If you got any comments or this sparked any good ideas um, for you, then please let me know down in the comment section. Other than that, I'll see you next time.